Nashville.
Prepare for launch in 3.
Are your levels right?
1.
Check your levels, Chase. I'm worried about my levels.
My levels look good, as always. Your levels look like a fucking
Scrotum hair.
Like a shrimp dick.
A shrimp dick?
A shrimp dick.
Oh, a shrimp dick. Oh, that epitomizes me.
Yeah, epitomizes. Huh, cool word.
Yeah.
Nice big word, Evan. Your vocabulary's so great.
I looked it up.
Whatever. All right. Let me play you something that you're gonna like. Something that makes your dick jump up in your level readings. It's in the head. Your cat is dead. It's a good thing you don't have a cat. That would have offended you.
Well, my cat is actually dead.
Damn it.
I have a picture of her on the back of my cell phone.
I don't want to
you
see your dead
heartless
cat.
f- Well, you're going to now, you prick.
I'm touched in the head. Fuck you.
Look at the little baby girl. The little baby. You're a fucking asshole.
I'm going to buy you.
You need to buy me a cat for my new house.
Would it be really like, just bear with me. How fucked up would it be if I bought you a dead cat? That would be so fucked up.
That would probably. I mean, I've had some bad people do some bad things to me, but that would probably top them all. Of just the meanest possible thing
It's
you could
funny
think
to
of.
talk about, but it'd be so messed up.
Yeah, well, try it. See what happens.
No,
dick.
dude, that ain't me.
You thought it up.
I know. It's so bad. I'm sorry. I went to a dark place.
You're in a dark place today with your
I
fucking
am.
chocolate cake and beer.
I know.
And I'm Chase. I'm pissed off about how high school turned out.
I don't know why I was so bitter.
It's fucking like 13, 14 years ago. And you're
10!
upset
It's
about-
10!
Oh,
It's
well,
2015 if it's 10 years
for
ago.
me, it's 13, 14 years
Well,
ago.
you didn't consider me and my age and feelings. You stupid asshole.
Is that like the 10th anniversary of a divorce? That kind of bitterness you might feel?
I don't know. I was trying to think of what I was. It was just weird. It was like I DJ'd for a whole room of people my age. It was just like everybody. You know, it wasn't like a mixed crowd. It was just like the same people.
Yeah.
You know, and then like you could tell. You could like look at the people, and you could be like, oh yeah, he was that fucking guy, and she was that fucking girl. You know what I'm saying?
Now they're fat with kids.
Yeah, you're like, oh my god.
So it doesn't fucking matter who the hell they were.
Oh, it wasn't like that. I don't know why it was weird for me. It was just weird. It was such a strange.
No, I hear you, man. I always think it's weird when I see on the social networks that somebody I went to high school with or grew up with, like, is having kids, getting married, doing the normal, socially acceptable thing.
Socially
Makes me
acceptable.
feel left out, but then I'm like, I don't really want that anyway, so I don't feel left out. But then I feel very alone.
Don't feel alone, Evan. Don't feel alone. All right, ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Welcome to another episode of the Nashville Nude Karaoke Show. It's been a weird day.
Yeah, it's been a weird week.
Yeah, it has. Evan drugged me off the couch today. I was in I think I had 2 beers, some chocolate cake, and I was in.
This is all before 2 o'clock in the afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
I really hit a low point, and
If after listening to the last few podcasts, you think I'm the fuck up,
oh my, yeah. It's very.
you got another thing
It's me!
coming.
Surprise! I'm the one that's weird. Yeah, I posted a status today on Facebook. Quote, I had 2 beers, chocolate cake. Since I never drink, caught a strong buzz, and spent a 10-minute car drive home talking shit to myself. I like the potential of this day. But it really didn't get better. I put on Netflix and I pet my cat.
And get over it, he's making assumptions about the show about a boy.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Little kids at a party. That never happens. She wouldn't do that.
It's It's so, yeah, it's sad. Sad but true. All right. I'm back.
Coffee, ladies
I'm
and
back.
gentlemen.
Coffee. Yeah, this show is brought to you by Coffee in our Bitch Where's My Coffee and
Thug Life.
Thug Life. Coffee mugs brought to you by Spencer's. Thanks, Spencer's. Got those cups around Christmas. Even walk through the mall. This is a true story. Walk through the mall and like a freaking idiot, I dropped the bag and I shattered 4 mugs. 4 mugs in this bag, and I was a little heartbroken. I accepted the fact that I sucked. And I went back to the Spencer lady, and I was like, "Hey, I totally suck." She was like, "Yeah, I couldn't agree."
really bad at
Yeah,
life.
she was like, "I couldn't agree more." I was like, "Yeah, I shattered all these mugs." And obviously, they couldn't take the hit of losing more money by
Did you
just being.
threaten to kill yourself?
No.
in the store?
But I got all the mugs that I broke and put them on the counter. She saw the shattered ones, and she felt really terrible. And I think she threw in like 2 mugs for free to be really nice. And later on down the road, I went back up there, and she was at the counter, and I said, "Hey, I know it's like 4 months down the road. I just wanted to say thanks. I was the shattered mug boy from Christmas. Do you remember me?" She was like, "Oh, the shattered mugs boy, Mugsy," And I was like, "Yeah, it was me, Mugsy, the coffee mug dropping idiot around Christmas," and it was pretty funny. So yeah, shout out to you, lady. I doubt you'll ever hear this, but I just wanted to give you a proper recognition.
In the high hopes that you do, know that you mattered.
You did, and you made me feel like I mattered. But yeah, other than that, it's been a weird day, weird week, nonetheless. But we're still here. Once again, just want to encourage everybody. If you like our podcast, you like the things we're doing, please get involved. Send us topics. Through our Facebook page. You can comment, you can send messages, take a look at our website. We appreciate all the love and support. Share with your friends, because that's the only way it's gonna get around, is if you share it. So much obliged, much obliged. Would really appreciate it. Had some exciting things happen this week. We got the graphics, the picture graphics.
The picture.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, there's me and Chase, shirtless.
Pretty much
pantless.
naked. And I posted like the most PG-13 one. There was the second one.
Yeah.
And I was like, I'll save this for the archives. I mean, it'll get posted somewhere, but nonetheless. So that's pretty exciting.
And a big shout out to the guy.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Thank you. We couldn't have moved forward without you. You played a huge role in this. So yeah, absolutely, man. You're definitely a godsend. Much obliged. Yeah. Also, I keep looking at this picture that I posted, and I just can't help but think to myself that one day, if the podcast does become popular, I got jokes. If it becomes more popular, there's going to be people that are going to hate me, and they're going to take that picture, and I can already see it now. They're gonna like Photoshop a dick in my hands. It's got the mic. It's just going to be giant dicks going straight for my mouth, and I look very like accepting. I'm ready. So you know what? Bring on those dick pics.
Yeah, bring the
I don't
dicks.
care. Give me the best Photoshop dick pic you can send my way, because I encourage it. I'm going to take all of them. I'm going to cut them out, and I'm just going to make a giant pinwheel out of them with me holding different size dicks that you provide for me. So thanks for that in advance. Because that's going to happen. I'm just anticipating that special day.
If it didn't happen, we failed.
Yeah.
Or if it doesn't happen, we failed.
Yeah, very encouraged. Anyways, once again, thanks for tuning in. HB here with my counterpart over here, Big Schmo.
Hey, that works.
I can't call you Big Schmo. That's actually like a country rap artist name or some crap.
How about Buckethead? Well, no, that's a guitarist.
Buckethead. Whoop whoop. Bucket. Whoop whoop. Buckethead.
I wish I could do that, because that was my nickname in middle school. My 5th grade teacher nicknamed me that in front of the whole class.
What? Buckethead?
Wait, why do you have self-esteem issues? Let me think about it. Yeah, Buckethead.
Well, yeah. How does Buckethead come to be?
I have a big head.
Yeah, but bucket.
I think he'd heard another kid say it, and he just announced it in front of me.
Get away, Buckethead!
He succumbed to peer pressure.
Hey, everybody in the
Fucking
class, call the one in the back corner Buckethead. I'm going to fail him, too. That'll show him. We'll hold him back.
Grades.
Buckethead.
So what we did this week is I just sent out a mass text because we still haven't gotten the fucking podcast up. So I sent out a mass text asking for topics from a bunch of people who were probably kind of annoyed to hear from me. So they just sent me this and sent me that, and I do appreciate it from all of you. So I wrote them all down and chucked them into the mustache jar.
All right, BH, what we got?
And here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and draw thump on that fucking table.
Yeah, man. What do we got? All right, first topic of the day, ladies and gentlemen. BH, Captain Buckethead, coming at you live. What do we got?
How technology controls the way we interact.
How technology controls the way we interact. You know what? That to me, I understand where said person's coming through, which this is probably a bitter... I don't know if this is like just a moment in their lives, kind of like with me. My moment was chocolate cake and beer today.
Well, no, what happened was I sent out this mass text, and this girl had no idea who I was. And I was very hurt because we're very fond of one another in a very friendly way. And
delete.
It hurt me.
Goodbye.
And so she was like, well, that's ridiculous that I don't know who you are, blah, 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 blah.
Right. So she was like, technology, how we interact. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you know, whenever I think of that saying, I actually think about... I was complaining to someone the other day that every time that I go out to, every time I have a dinner with my sister and her boyfriend, that it involves me sitting there basically playing with myself underneath the table while they talk on their phones the entire time. Like literally, I'll take Snapchats to catch the moment where I'm staring into the camera, kind of shaking my head like, this sucks. and then I'll pan over to these two sweet, dearing children, and they're literally face down in the phone, and they're just like scrolling. So, you know...
It's tragic, really. We don't really have conversations with any, deep, lasting conversations that go anywhere. You got to turn off all the lights and take away the phones. I don't do that. You'll see me always sitting at that table all by myself. No, there's 5 other people there, but they're all fucking with their phones while I stare at the ceiling and think about existentialism.
I try not to think about it. I mean, there's times...
What, existentialism? Or?
Can't even enunciate that. Can't spell it. I've already, just tossed it out of my brain. I'm not even concerned about your big vocabulary. You know what? No. This is a learning moment.
Yeah.
All right, say the word again for me.
Existentialism.
Existentialism.
There you go, buddy.
All right, boys and girls. Today's word is existentialism.
Not existentialism.
Sir?
So how technology controls the way we interact with one another? Well, it makes prostitution a lot easier. I'll give you that. It makes making lots of friends easier. Makes making close friends harder. It makes evidently you can buy drugs and hire hitmen all on the deep web. That's technology. So we could go with that for a minute. But I'd like to stick with prostitution and shallow friends.
Can I get
actually, prostitutes could kind of be considered shallow friends.
Yeah. Could I get existentialism used in a sentence, please? Just a sentence.
I woke up today feeling as if I was all alone in the universe, noting that I was in the middle of an existential crisis or nightmare.
Existentialism for the win. EGGS and exit. EXIT stingeliz. ST. If I was a kid, you shattered my dreams.
No, sorry. I'm actually good at that. You know what? I actually had a conversation with a fucking 9-year-old.
Spell it!
No, this kid was asking me about the book The Plague. I was explaining to him.
What kind of kid approaches an adult and talks about the freaking plague?
Well, me and the woman I was dating at the time were out with him and his mother.
Kid in an alley?
Well, we were out with him and his mother and their friend, and me and the kid became really bored with the dull topics of conversation. So the kid was just like, I was like, "What are you reading, kid?" I won't say his name.
Plague.
He's like, "Oh, I'm reading this really cool Ender's Game or some shit." And he's like, "What are you reading?" I was like, "Nothing, but I really enjoyed that book, The Plague." He's like, "Oh, what's that about?" And I told him, and then we got into a conversation.
He cried.
No, I didn't cry.
He went home.
He's a brilliant kid, man. I miss him. He's a fucking really cool kid. But he was asking me all these questions. So wait, the spare now, blah, 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 blah. It was really nice.
The end story is his mom is in the living room at night. She's got a scented candle going. She's watching Sex in the City. And she knows her kid's supposed to be in his room sleeping, and the lights are out, and it gets quiet. La, 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 la.
Where the fuck were you going with?
Exactly. Because of you, his poor little corrupt mind just took a turn for the worse. You got this kid who's supposed to be like thinking about fun things like balloons.
But he doesn't think about fun things because he's highly intelligent and he's already disgruntled. So I was talking to him, making him feel not so alone in the universe as you would in the middle of an existential nightmare.
Existential EGG.
Existential despair. I'm all alone. All alone. No God, no buddy. Just there.
I don't like that
All
one.
by my lonesome.
I just don't like it.
I do.
It doesn't sound happy.
It's a fun place to masturbate.
I've found way better places to masturbate than that place.
Where's the best place you've ever masturbated?
Your parents' closet.
That's fucked up, man.
I'm just playing.
They want nothing to do with
Just
you.
did on the inside of their shirts.
They wear those shirts too. I shouldn't say it, but
I'm just playing. I would
seriously, where's the best place you ever jerked off?
Oh man, we didn't even draw this out of the jar.
No, we didn't. But here it comes.
Ooh. The most fun. Have you ever tried doing it while driving?
No, I had a girl do it to me once while she was driving.
Do it to me once while she was driving.
Yeah, she gave me a hand job while she was driving.
I think that's where's the best place you got a handy. I don't remember that topic of discussion coming up. Then I would have had to go back to the whole masturbating section.
No, when I was a teenager, right after I lost my virginity, I used to jerk off like 3 times a day, and some of those times would be at the bathroom at work, and that's probably the biggest risk I ever took. I did jerk off in the bathroom.
Is that when you worked at Kroger
Hotel
and that was like a meat locker? Did you ever jerk off in the meat locker?
No, I never. No. I'd always go to the bathroom. I'm a gentleman. Yeah,
I'm a gentleman.
I'm a decent human being.
You don't like doing it in places where you might get caught?
No, I just don't like doing it in places where.
Why is Evan peeking around the corner? He's supposed to be in the grill. What is he doing?
I actually got arrested once at 8 o'clock in the morning when I was shit-faced, running into the street with my hands in my pants. Synchronized masturbation, ladies and gentlemen.
Synchronizing with your steps?
Yeah, no, I wasn't. I was too drunk to get a hard on, but I thought it'd be funny if everybody who was going to work that day saw me jerking off in the middle of the street and thought about that for the rest of the day. And then they took me to juvie hall, and I stayed there for a few weeks.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah.
The streets were safe for 1 week.
3 weeks. Oh, and then I was on house arrest for like 3 months, so the streets were safe at night.
Where you continued your masturbating spree.
Yeah. I did jerk off in jail, but it was really sad. It was like this thing that
because you had a guy watching you.
No, I was in my very own cell.
You're like, I don't want to do it.
Yeah, but I had some acquaintances, I guess you'd call them, in there.
Breathing through the door slit?
Well, they would discuss how they'd pull off jerking off because they were sharing a cell, and they would share with me.
I think if you're going to be sharing a cell, it's just going to be understood that you're probably going to end up jerking off. So why take the high road and try to be the good guy and be quiet about it and just be like, woo! Woo! 8 o'clock, Charles! You know what's going on.
Well, when I was...
why'd I give him the top bunk? Why'd I give him the top
Well, that's the thing. There was no bunks in there. It was just 2 concrete beds across a teensy room from each other. So they're basically like facing each other, beating off, looking into each other's eyes. I would imagine. I had better rules than that when I was
My rule would be like, you have to cheer me on. That's my rule. If I'm doing it, you cheer me on. And when I'm doing it, you cheer me on. So it's less awkward. It's more awkward if you're trying not to make eye contact. You're rolling away from me. You're like, you're making me feel awkward about something that's glorious to me. You know, don't look me in the eyes, but don't turn away from me like you're ashamed of my act. You're going to do the same thing, but I'm not going to turn away from you because I am a gentleman. I'm going to be like, woo-hoo! Got a boy, Charles! Woo! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Who do we appreciate? Charles! Wear it out, Charles!
Shout out for Charles, whoever the fuck you are. I hope you're having fun jerking off in your cell.
Yeah, the thing is, he's a real guy. Like, all these things happen, right?
Yeah.
No. No.
Well, all the things I was talking about probably happened.
Yeah.
Stuff you happen is just funny. When I was in Alaska and I was sharing this, like we had a tarp and we kind of slept like head to foot. Like he slept at the back of the tarp and his feet were at my head and then my feet were kind of sticking out of the tarp. So we had this routine where every night we get really high after eating on a pot. And then we'd go to sleep. But I would always hear him start to giggle because I'd also hear his sleeping bag making this weird noise.
Nothing makes a man giggle more than looking at his own penis.
Yeah, well, that was the deal, though. He would jerk off at night because I'd be sitting there.
Why was he giggling?
Because he knew I could hear him and he knew I was stoned and thinking about bears. And I'd be worried about bears and all I'd hear is chicka, 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 chicka.
If the tarp ain't rocking, don't come a knocking, baby.
And then my turn was in the morning. I'd jerk off and I'd look up and he'd be fast asleep. So I'd,
Well, you didn't giggle.
No, I didn't giggle.
That'd have been the key.
I didn't want. He thought it was fucking funny. I don't really like jerking off in the presence of another dude, but when you're in that kind of situation, you got to go.
Dude, I'd have just taken I'd been like, hey, I'm gonna go look for some more firewood.
Well, there was a homeless guy who lived on that hill who looked a lot like Charles Manson, and he was schizophrenic, and he was always around. So he'd circle our tent at night.
That's
and we had to
awkward, like
run
a
out.
wolf.
Yeah, he was fucking crazy.
He's back!
No, we chased him to his tent.
Put your dick
once
away! He's back!
Yeah.
No giggling now! Put it away! Let's go! He's back! He's back! Scatter!
We had a night like that once where we heard him walking around, and I think Spider might have been mid jerk off, and but
It's like a scary movie.
yeah, no, I was just thinking about.
Hear the leaves crunching. Oh God, is it him?
No, Spider went from a dick in the hand to a knife in the hand within 2 seconds. This guy was insane.
Dude, yeah.
And he's jumping over me get your shit, let's go, let's kill him. And yeah, we chased him out in the woods, but he was good. Those were his woods. I mean, we talked to another guy who told us
These
that
are our
he thought that
woods. This is my
they
woods.
spoke to him and stuff like that, so he knew the woods really well. And we just ended
This
up
is
running
my
around
hill,
in the dark.
boys. No one jerks off on my set today.
Exactly. Pick a topic.
No one's gonna stain my leaves. I'll be the only one staining the leaves around here. It's probably what signaled him here.
Probably. He can smell the man seed.
Before it even came out, that's how in tune he was. He's like, I know that smell. Somebody's doing it on my heel again. He would look down and just see the little tarp shaking and hear. I'm sorry, Spider. It made you look so bad with my giggle, like a child.
No, it was more like. It was really creepy, man.
Oh man,
What?
it's that thing. I just drew it.
What thing?
The D word, the dichotomy.
Dichotomy.
Oh,
God.
the dichotomy.
College educated, ladies and gentlemen. University of Tennessee at Martin.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I've never been good with words.
Yeah.
The dichotomy of liberty versus security. I don't know what to do with my hands. I'm holding.
I don't know if we're going to comment on that, ladies and gentlemen. Chase just ate the topic. You spit it out. You should have swallowed it.
I'm gonna have to pick it up. This is my
Dude,
room.
nobody wants to be
My
with
mom doesn't. Clean
Nobody
the bathroom
wants to be
anymore.
with a spitter.
I suck.
But you don't
All right, guys.
swallow.
Whenever you crop my picture, just put it on my face. Obviously, I'm not gonna take it to the dome. All right. So,
We'll pick another topic. Liberty versus security. I don't know what to say
I
about that.
don't know what to say either, man. I really don't. I'm not so sure.
Sorry, Elmo.
Sorry, man. Was this created by somebody named Elmo?
Yes.
They're supposed to be happy, like tickle me.
No, that's just his nickname. He's not happy at all.
Dichotomy versus security.
Hey, you know what? Since that's his nickname, in the place of that topic, before you read this topic, in the place of that topic, how about I tell an Elmo story?
Let's hear this Elmo story.
One time, see, I was in a group home with Elmo years and years and years ago. It was
drink
fun.
some coffee with this one.
Yeah, you should. Take a good sip in the mic.
This was my coffee.
And Elmo was this crazy ass white boy, and we were really close friends, and that's the story. Now, one time we got surrounded by these 6 dudes while we were waiting for the bus to go to school.
Did they own their own hill too?
No.
Or were you jerking off on the side of their hill?
No, they just like picking on us. We were just dumb white boys. They're like, "Fuck
Dude,
you."
I went through the same thing when I was a kid.
Yeah. So they were like,
Ice balls.
they were kind of getting closer, and we were like, "Oh shit, we're about to get the shit kicked out of us." So Elmo just grabs me and punches me in the head. And
I hate him too.
No, I start laughing and I punch him in the head, and his ear starts bleeding, and we just start laughing, punching each other in the head. And
is
while
like
we're
Fight
punching,
Club.
while we're punching each other in the head, these guys just start backing off, giving us the fucking crazy look.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like Fight Club. That's
Yeah.
exactly what that
They went
reminds me
away.
of.
They left us alone and like, y'all motherfuckers are crazy.
Y'all ain't right.
It worked. So anytime you're ever about to get jumped, you and your wife are just walking along, just start knock each other in the head.
Yeah, she and your
It's
wife
better than
beat
the
each other up.
alternative. Don't try to be a hero. Just belt her in the fucking head and make her hit you back.
At least let her get the first punch in.
Yeah, but she might not know what you're up to, so you should probably do it first and then look at her. With,
And anything
look at
below
her-
the face. She's a
look at her.
lady. Those looks are everything.
Look at her with the same eyes you looked at her when you watched
Slap her
that
in the
thing
tit.
come out of her vagina when like she had
What
a
is
kid.
that? Oh, what? We can't assume everyone has a child.
Well, let's just assume this time.
You all have children.
It's date night. Your kid's at home with a babysitter. You
All
gotta
right,
make it
all right,
home
you all have
alive.
kids.
Yeah,
Got it.
You all have kids.
You watch
Now,
and you watch her
remember
give
the
birth.
look
You were a
that
man.
you gave her when she was squeezing that thing out for you. You gave her a very endearing, caring look. Give her that same look after you swap
It's
her
more
in
like
the head.
it's more like a deer in headlights.
And just be like,
"Ah!"
the look says, baby, we're gonna get through this, but follow my lead. Which you didn't say the date because it was all her. You lazy fuck. Anyway.
Nah. Male brain versus the female brain. Bum bum bum.
I actually think they're very, very, very alike in very, very many ways.
You know, times like this is what reminds me of like how cool would it be to have a female in the podcast for perspective, at least a guest sometime. You know, this would be a perfect
well, let's discuss
example.
it for like 2 minutes. You know what?
No. Better idea. The wheels are turning. Stand up, tuck it in, sit back down. You're going to be the female perspective, okay? Get in tune. There you go. Stand up. It's
going to hurt.
He's doing it. Ah! I've seen his penis. Did you see the pictures, guys? Tuck it, push it back, push it.
Oh,
Yes, push it back. You deserve. He's
see
wearing
it?
his favorite underwear.
You wanna
Oh,
see
he
it?
did it. He looks like a Ken doll. He looks like a Ken doll. Well, much more hair, but.
A little padding down.
A Ken doll. All right. No. Wait. We're going to keep this going. We're going to keep
I'm
this
sitting
going.
on my nuts.
No. Well, you're going to have to, okay?
Well,
Be a lady and quit griping.
All right, hold on.
Man the
Well, how
frick
the fuck
up,
do they
dude.
do that? 'Cause they have
Don't.
to- they have
A
to-
lady would not keep her pants down. Pull it up.
You know what a lady would do?
Put it up.
A lady would cross
would
her
not
legs.
be pants herself.
Okay.
You're taking off your pants.
I'm crossing my legs like a lady.
All right, no. Hold what you got. Okay, all right. There you suck it in. You're a woman. You're strong. You is kind. You is
Shit.
beautiful. You is strong.
They do have it a lot harder than us.
They
man.
do.
This
No.
is fucked.
No, you keep talking in the mic. I'm going to go grab you something, okay? Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back. I'll be right back. Evan, keep talking. Keep talking to our people.
Okay,
Describe your feelings.
my hip adductors are cramping up and my dick is tucked between my legs. It's highly uncomfortable, although somewhat erotic.
All right,
I kind of want to be spanked by now, or right now.
Okay.
In a wig.
And
Should I take the?
there we go.
Okay.
All right, you've got bangs. You're fucking beautiful.
All right.
You are really attractive, even with the beard. I had no idea.
You know what, dude?
Jenner eats her heart
You
out.
should take a picture of this
I'm
so we
gonna
can
have to. I'm gonna
post
put
it
it
on the
on
website or
Instagram.
something.
Wait. You took here. I know. I've got this for you.
Is that a dress?
Don't ask me why I have females' clothes on
Okay.
standby.
All right.
And why it's all pirate gear.
I gotta put on the fucking dress and then retuck it.
Put it on.
Okay. All right.
You got it?
Yeah. It's gonna
right.
tear, but.
And what's something else women love? Oh, I got something. I got it.
Chase is in the other room right now collecting random articles of female clothing. I'm learning how to wipe my bangs out of my face.
All right, it was a stretch.
Yogurt?
Cottage cheese.
Cottage cheese.
Women love cottage
Women
cheese.
love cottage cheese.
Women love cottage
Hey,
cheese.
you know, cottage cheese has casein protein in it. It's good to
Okay.
eat right before you go to sleep.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
And,
let me paint the picture for you. Topic recap: male brain versus female brain. We don't have the female perspective. The closest to we have now is like the Bruce Jenner perspective, which y'all apparently is really trendy.
How do I look?
You look good.
I look sexy.
I'm really impressed. He's got a nice blonde wig on. He's got it tucked in, which he proved. He
Yeah.
proved that it was tucked.
I'm not gonna prove it to y'all. But, you know.
He proved that it was tucked, and and he has a little pirate skirt on from last Halloween. Last Halloween, I dressed up as a female pirate. I wish I could say that I was getting female pirate booty, but I'm not.
Oh, God.
No, don't go anywhere. All right, Evan, you look so cute. I want to also get a picture of you sitting down behind the mic too, just so people don't think I have like a tranny from Craigslist hanging out in my room.
They'll think that anyway.
All right. Hold up your cottage cheese.
Wait.
Ladies, I don't know if you like cottage cheese. I just know y'all are all very, very good about like watching your figure. Cottage cheese, I hear, is a popular thing. All right. He's got his cottage cheese. Oh, my gosh, you're like the little Debbie of cottage cheese right now. You're so cute.
Well, good. That was the cottage cheese.
All right, no. Get back into. Don't you break character?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So, what is your name?
My name is Evanescence.
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 Evanescence. All right, Evanescence. So my name is Chase. Thank you for being a part of the show today. And one thing we wanted to discuss was the male brain versus the female brain. And listen.
Well, lucky for you, I've had both.
Oh, you're so bad, Evanescence. You're so bad. Okay. Well, it's good to have you here just for some perspective today. This is very exciting. So, you know what? I'm really interested because I don't want to be like the overpowering male. Like, I'm trying to be very open-minded.
Trust me, you're not even close to that, dear.
Oh, well, you know, you're bad. And I like that about you. Evanescence, so tell me some big defining factors in your humble training-like opinion of the female brain versus the male brain. Give me something.
Ask me a more specific question, sweetheart.
You're going to have to get specific, okay?
Well, ask me a more... I'm going to have to get specific.
Get specific. I want the specifics.
What exactly do you want to know?
Okay, well, let's see. How about this? What is the most defining factors, in your opinion, between the female brain and how it functions on a day-to-day basis compared to the male brain? I'll let you think about it.
Cottage cheese. That's all I got. I got nothing to say. I've known a lot of great women. I've known a lot of evil women. I've known a lot of great guys. I've known a lot of fucking apes. Well, all the great guys were apes as well.
Hey, what do women do when they get bored? How about that? Like men's...
They masturbate.
Do you think... Really? Wait,
Absolutely.
They do the same thing we do.
Yeah.
So we're not so different.
No, not at all. That's what I said to start with.
No, we're not. You're not so different, you and I.
No, we're not. That's the first thing I said. I said I think it gets over fucking dramatized.
Right.
And women and men are not that different. Just one looks a lot more like a fucking chimp than the other.
Oh, we suck.
Yeah, we do. We're hideous.
No, there's got to be some
smell
differences
like
though. Like
balls.
some bigger differences than that. It's just, I thought you tucking it in was really going to bring it home, but at the end of the day, you're more manly.
Well,
side.
what I used to think, in all honesty, in all seriousness, and it's still tucked in.
I can tell by the way you're sitting.
What used to bug me is when women would say that, or even men would say that women are like way more complex than men, and that men are just simple, and that's why we're quiet. That's why we don't share our emotions. Like, I don't believe that at all. I think that men are very complex, and we're all under these societal, I think that's the right word, it might not be a word, but all under these societal restrictions where I'm supposed to be a man and not express my feelings. I don't fucking cry in public when things don't go my way.
But you're missing out.
And women are allowed to do these things. When they express themselves, they're seen more as obnoxious, whereas men are no longer men when crying in public occurs.
Yeah, everything is kind of stripped from you at that point.
Yeah.
Unless
for
someone's
example,
like, oh, he's sensitive.
I've been having these
He's
conversations lately, and I will not go into too much detail, but I've been having these conversations lately that are very intense. And I say these things that are very true about myself, and I feel like the biggest little bitch on the planet.
Do you have these conversations you're talking about with a female, another person? You're not talking about like with yourself or inanimate objects, cottage cheese.
I just want to stay as vague as humanly possible, but yes, a female. And I
Craigslist.
Yeah, Craigslist. Call Quest.
Her name probably was Evanescence.
Yeah.
It's just not by coincidence these things are just panning out.
She pretended. It was or he or whatever.
But you're not pretending, Evan. Open up.
No, that's the thing. I can't open up without feeling like a huge sissy.
Yeah, that's what sucks about guys because, like you said, the moment that you try to drop the whole freaking act, like you feel complex. Like, oh, I can't even express myself without feeling, not masculine anymore.
Or maybe it's the way I was raised, and I'm not at all blaming my father.
This is for you, Dad.
He was a very gentle man.
It's tucked in because of you.
But just the different experiences I had showed me that any sort of tenderness was seen by the world as weakness, and if you showed it to anyone, that was opening yourself up for attack. So I can't, I have a little trouble holding a woman's hand in public just because I'm telling the world that she's important to me and thereby showing them that she is a weakness. And then I have a little trouble telling anybody anything that's personal.
I tell you the biggest flaw between females and males alike. I think we don't speak how we feel as often as we should. And I'm talking about that in the most general sense of like, there's a lot of guys, and this is just me, and I really could give two shits what anyone thinks about me and how I live my life, because I'm just a very different person, and I've always been kind of strange. There's things that drive me, and there are a lot of things that don't drive me. For the majority of my life, I've been single, and I'm very content for the most part doing my own thing. But every once in a while, yeah, woo! Preach on, better pick it up. I'm going to tuck it in too.
Really?
You know what? I deserve it. I deserve it.
Does it hurt or does it feel right?
It feels right.
Yeah.
I am back, and I'm sitting on my grape twig and berries. I'm bouncing on them. Yeah. Woo.
Do you want the wig?
No,
I've got the
I wanna
dress. You
smell
can
my
have
hand.
the wig.
I'm just playing. Yeah, no. So, anyways, whenever I go out and whenever I hit downtown or when I go out with a bunch of friends, I legitimately just want to like go out. You and me have had this conversation before. I want to go out. I want to have a good craft beer. I want to listen to some good music. I want to meet some new people, and I just want to enjoy myself. If we're going to bar hop, let's bar hop, et cetera, and so forth. Like, I just want to have a good night, maybe have an interesting conversation, do something funny. I don't know. My point is there's too many times that I've got to go out with friends, and the whole purpose of being out to them from the moment that we're leaving the apartment is like, let's go out.
Bitches.
Yeah, bitches. Let's go out and get laid. And that's it. So like,
Anything that moves.
yeah. Anything that moves, I want to tag it, and the longer the night goes, like the lower my standards go, because that's
At the end of the night,
and
as long as it's tucked in, I'll take it.
Yeah, I get it. We all have needs. I
he looks like a
totally
woman.
get it, but it's different if it's like an all the freaking time thing. You're sitting in a bar and you're looking around, and for me, like, I'm just taking it all in. I'm looking at the bar, I'm listening to the music, I look at their beer selection, I look at the people, and I'm really just taking it all in and enjoying myself just for being there in that moment with good friends and just kind of the surrounding of being around a bunch of
And
strangers.
looking at the women and just apprieting it in the moment. Not like,
but-
oh, I'm going to go fuck it.
Yeah, and listen, I swear this isn't like just some like, wow, he's different. I swear, it's not like that. My point is I cannot stand being with a group of people and they're like, so what do you think of the place? I'm like, well, the beer looks good and the seats fucking comfortable. This is really good. The lights are great. And they're like, no, the bitches. I'm like, are you shitting me? Let's go somewhere else. Why? I just got my first beer. It doesn't look promising here. What doesn't look promising? The beer that's falling out of the taps, that kick-ass song that we're singing together, the bitches. It's always about the bitches. It's so freaking annoying. But here's the honest to God's truth. This is the truth, is that most of the time, I'd say 90-something% of the time, generally when a guy or a girl fixes themselves up, and when they're going out, in the back of their mind, whether they want to acknowledge it or not, that they're secretly like, I'm going to go out and have a good time tonight, but maybe, off the off chance I might meet a nice guy or girl and get laid.
Yeah,
I mean,
exactly.
it's in the back of your head. It's
Always.
there. You're thinking it. You're not saying it, or you are saying it.
It is both of us.
Yeah.
It's not
Yeah,
the
yeah,
woman
yeah.
or the man. It's the woman and the man.
And some guys, like those guys I hang out with, it's nothing against them. They're just blatantly honest about it, which I can appreciate.
Yeah.
It's annoying, but I can appreciate it. Girls can't go out and half the time say that unless they're amongst friends because, quote unquote, they're a whore if they want to get some. Double standard. That I will say that is complete bullshit.
Yeah.
But the point is that a lot of the times that if you feel that way and everybody's out for the same reason, if you just all went to the bar almost like a speed dating round and been like, hey, what's up? Name's Chad, and I'm really looking to get laid tonight. How are you? Well, Chad, you're a nice guy, and I'm looking to get laid too, but you're not really
You're a
my
little too
type.
short for me. You look
You're
too
like-
feminine in the face.
Yeah, I don't like your cheek structure. Your
But Chad,
voice-
I'll tell you what, Lucinda over there in the corner, she's really into the
Lucinda,
hipsters.
She just said something about hipsters and short guys. Let me give you. Yep, just patted the package. Feels about right for her. I've seen the penis she's into. I think you're going to be a great fit. We can all work together, and
We
things
really
can really
could.
play out on the weekends for
The
everybody.
problem is shame. We're
shame
so
of
ashamed
society.
of just coming out, and I just want to fuck and feel warmth tonight. It's not because I'm a dog, and it ain't because I'm a
Oh, my
pimp.
gosh.
It's
I just wanna give you-
I just want to feel warm,
I
and
wanna
the
give-
woman I'm gonna really eternally
Right.
connect with
Right.
is not in this bar, and she's probably not in this town, and I'm very lonesome, and I just want to fucking
I
feel warm
want
for
to
the
give
night.
you 2 minutes of my best, and I want a spoon. And you know what? I may not even want to be the big spoon the entire time. I might want to be the little spoon. Let's compromise. Let's alternate. Let's put a timer on it. I don't care. However we pass out, let it be. The one on the back is the winner. You koalaed me, great. The next morning, let me make you a pot of coffee and some waffles,
And you know what? It doesn't mean anything if the next morning one of us just comes out and say, hey, that was so
That
much
was
fun.
so much
There's
fun."
no real connection
Right.
here, though, so let's just, call it quits.
Right,
Okay.
you know what? And it's not to say that you can't even go out and, but by chance, even run into someone that you might potentially want more with one day.
But
because-
then have that conversation. Hey,
Later.
I kind of feel like this and that about you. The next morning, of
Oh, my
course. And the
gosh.
girl's
Oh.
like, well, I don't. And the guy's like, okay, cool, because we've only known each other for a night, so your rejection isn't going to fucking hurt me.
Right.
You've
Oh, it
gotten
shouldn't.
out
I mean,
of
we're
the
all
way.
sensitive. I see exactly. Now we're all. If we
If it
can
hurt-
put
if
the
it really hurts you,
sensitivity
you gotta,
aside and the shame aside.
Okay, for more than a week.
and
It's
what
not going to hurt me
society
for more than a week.
Expects out of us aside, then these things could be real. Hey, Evan, share with them that. I swear, guys, listen. This is the to me. Listen. This is the most romantic thing. Evan has shared this with me before. Man, I'm gonna have to freaking dub that out. My buddy over here.
I don't care. It's
okay,
obvious.
all right.
Whatever.
He has shared with this with me before, and I think it's so romantic, and it makes really good sense. And I've never been on the opposite side of the spectrum. I think it's really cool. Hey, share with them. What you were telling me about the spending money on somebody. Yeah. This is good. This is good.
Spending lots of money on somebody, fancy dates, maybe a piece of jewelry, all that stuff, just to get laid is just idiotic. It's stupid. But if you end up having sex with that person right off the bat, and then the next time you see them, you have a big plan and you spend money on them then. If you spend money on somebody or you act really romantic on somebody after you fucked them, it's really sweet.
Take that in.
It's
Listen
really
how
sweet.
romantic
How
that
much
is.
does that mean? When does he want to fuck me twice? Yes, I do.
You
I want to have sex with you again, but
and I want to take you on a picnic.
yeah. And it's not, if you do all that stuff after you've accomplished the big, stupid, overrated, dumb fucking thing where we just sweat and slap up against each other like animals, which is all it is. Stop trying to act like it's mystical. But, if you just, the next time, you're like, hey, let's just stare at each other for a while and ask each other deeper questions, whatever.
It's really.
What's your favorite
It's
color?
just a different twist. It's a different twist because a lot of people go out with these people and they spend all this different money on dates, on alcohol. I think alcohol is a very real one. Dinner, da-da-da-da. Not that these things aren't nice and are not appreciated, by women. I think those things are very important. But the point is that a lot of times it's done under a false pretense of I'm doing all this because I want to sleep with you. But it's after.
If you're already giving it up easy, and
Right.
the guy or girl, whatever, is still being super sweet, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah,
man.
someone wants to buy me waffles after I give them my 2 minutes of my best.
Yeah.
They're like, oh, they think I'm probably a cool guy. They want to hang out. It's really nice. I gave you 2 minutes of really my worst, and you still want to hang
That
out with
means
me.
you like me for something
That's
else.
to me. That's more special. That's like adult special. That's the adult
Yeah.
special world.
I'm
That's-
sorry if you saw my physique and thought I'd be impressive in the
Right,
sack,
right,
but
right.
I'm so happy that you like
Yeah.
me.
5 inches of average and 2 minutes of my worst, and hey, we're going out and we're doing shit. You know, woo! You're all right, man. You're all right. Just a nice little twist on your everyday BS.
Well, our dicks are tucked in, and
They are.
I'm
Mine's
dressed
still in
women's
there.
clothing. It's my turn, isn't it? Yeah, it's my turn.
You know what?
You picked 2
You're not
topics.
gonna
You
tell me
fucking
what
ate
to
one
do.
of them.
I did eat. Spit it out on the spitter. All right, here, draw. You deserve it. You've earned it.
Okay, let's see if this one takes off the wig.
I don't know. You look really nice.
Okay, this is from a friend of mine. Won't say her name. She's a sweetheart. Cat people versus dog people.
Cat people versus dog people. You know, what do you think, Evan? Well, we're in a different...
I love dogs. I really do, but I'm a cat person because
Right.
cats aren't needy.
Well, yeah, that's kind of my thing. And a lot of people, I think, guys, and I do have a cat, and I make a lot of jokes and videos and stuff about it, but it's because having a cat for my lifestyle is better and easier for me. Not that I'm not willing to do something more committed, just like a guy with a dog, because it shows that he's sensitive and he can take care of something. That cat isn't going to scoop its own shit out of its box, okay?
Yeah.
I had to put food in its bowl, too. The thing is...
And when she goes into heat, she needs a fucking foot to hump.
Yeah, she needs something to rub that ass against. I am proof, okay? The point is I can leave the apartment at long times, like long, what am I trying to say? Long, why am I so tongue-tied right now?
Long periods of time.
Long periods of time. There it is. I can put extra food out, extra water, extra litter. And she's good. I mean, yeah, she's going to miss me, but she's good. She's licking her butt. She's running around on my counters doing crap I don't let her do. She's having a good time. She's all right. You cannot do that with a dog. A dog needs constant attention all the time. It needs to be taken out. It needs to be walked. Like, you can't just have it cooped up in a kennel, you know, or running around your apartment crapping everywhere. Like, it takes extra time that I don't have.
And it comes back. Like, if I walk into the house and I have a cat, and the cat's like, yo, what up, man? You gonna feed me? And I'm like, I'm having a bad fucking day. And that cat's like, I got it. Dude.
Yeah,
I'm
woo!
out of it.
Yeah.
The dog's just gonna
Where's
sit there
your
and
bed?
stare at you and follow you into your bad mood.
What do you mean you're in a bad mood? Talking about your bad mood? You're in a bad mood today? What's your bad mood about? No. I love you. Don't make me upset, man. I just need my space. We've had this talk, man. Just give me my space. Yeah, and you know what? I don't really know if there's like a huge defining difference between cat people and dog people. At the end of the day, it's just you got an extra PIC in your household. A dog you can take to more places. A cat you obviously can't.
And you can switch it up too. Like, my mother had cats her whole life. Now she's got a dog.
Well, I
That's the
grew up
dog-
with dogs and cats.
And that's the
you know?
dog that I love with all my heart.
Yeah.
And also the dog that helped me decide I don't ever want a fucking dog.
Right. I decided in college I had a white husky named Echo, and I love that dog with all my life. But that dog, like, I learned really fast that I just didn't have time for it. And that dog did so many stupid things. Man, it went shit in my truck once, and then it ran. And like, I went up, I just was gone for 2 minutes. And I'm getting a headache. Oh God, I'm getting a headache.
No, that's the difference. Cats can be left alone, and they're not going to get killed. Okay, if a cat gets out of the house, the chances of it getting killed are actually a lot smaller than if a dog gets out of the house, where it's just going to be like, hey, there's a huge metal box coming at me. Let's fucking run at it. So cat people versus dog people. Dog people need something to take care of. I think they're probably more liable to have kids.
Right.
Cat people we're lonely.
Oh, dude, don't put me in that light.
You're fucking lonely.
You're stupid.
Don't lie.
You put that evil on me.
Don't lie.
No,
we just need a little company.
Yeah,
Your
okay.
life would be very sad.
Okay, so
without
I'd
that.
like the company of a cat. That doesn't make me lonely.
You're lonely.
You're lonely.
I am lonely.
You're the lonely one.
I'm even lonely when I'm with somebody, but I'm not. I've had it. My little cat just died, and man, I was never lonely when she was
I do
around.
love the company. I would have never like put myself in the category of Chase, you're a lonely guy, I need a cat. No, I live in an apartment by myself. Well, but even then, I mean, I had someone here. My sister lived with me, but she the cat was the difference. Like, we always had something waiting for us when we came home. Like, Bane's the name of my cat. Like, she waits in the windows for us when we come home. She jumps on the coffee table and she greets us. Like, she's the best. And there was days that I was losing my shit. And I'd come home and be like, ha, shit's better, Bane. Thanks, man. All you did was, like, just be there. Thank you.
Yeah.
You're just being the cat. The difference between the dog person and the cat person is just preference. That's all it is. I would love to have a dog. That is no lie. If I could have a dog right now, I would. But I am more considerate than that. I will not put a dog in this apartment. I do not have the time to take it out. I don't have the time to do all the things that I think a dog would deserve. Therefore, I'm not going to get a dog and not give it that type of attention because I know the attention that it needs. Now, if I had a home, how the hell... Look, she's crafty. I locked the cat out and she's in. She's in. Hello, de penas.
I had this cat in Pittsburgh, and we're gonna go
put the wig on the cat.
We're gonna go back to the second podcast real quick. So my fat, enormous cat in Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
Anyway, second podcast. I told you that story about that time I cuddled my friend to cheer him up after his boyfriend broke his heart.
In the arms of an angel.
I was super hungover the next day. I got lost on the bus, ended up in the fucking projects. No sleep, weird night, but I came home and I was all alone. Girlfriend was at work, and I was so depressed. And this fucking skittish little fat cat that never came up to me knew there was something wrong. And she just came up to me on the couch while I'm sitting there shaking all over.
Meow.
She just got into my lap and just sat. Didn't even look at me. She's just like, you need some company, motherfucker.
Yeah, what's
and I was
up?
like, yeah, girl, I do. Thank you.
Yeah, little fatty mommy.
Whereas, like, if a dog had done that, that would have been what the dog did every day when I got home. And that cat did not do that every day. Once you fed her, she was like, fuck you, get away from me.
Thanks for the kibble. Peace. I'm going to be the one sitting on your fridge judging you from a distance. Touching yourself on the couch while watching House. You're weird, but you feed me, and I like that. Dude, you love that cat. Hey,
she's been giving me the eyes today, man. Like
she's got giant eyes.
Yeah, it's okay. I got a new topic.
Those eyes. All right. Last topic of the evening. Once again, dog people, cat people. There's not a big difference except the attention you're willing to give to your animal.
Yeah.
I like my cat. I like it a lot.
Next topic: prom.
Prom tonight.
Old HP's kind of bitter about prom. Did you go to prom? I dropped out by the time prom
You know
happened.
what? Maybe that was a thing. Is I don't know why. I kind of got in this weird funk last night. I DJ on the side. I used to do a lot of nightlife, and I used to do a lot of downtown stuff with a great karaoke company, Tsunami Entertainment in Nashville. If you hear about them out anywhere, definitely go check them out. A little shout out to my guy Danny. But yeah, nonetheless, I DJ'd a high school reunion, and it was weird for me because it was the 10-year for 05, which is the year I graduated, and I knew, like, in the bottom of my soul, I'm like, I graduated with 25 kids. We were a very cliquey class, and I know we'll never have one. No one's going to take the time to put one together. And it was just, like, very strange, like, DJing a reception full of all the same people that were my age. And, like, I guess kind of, like, even though I didn't know them, like, seeing, like, all the different journeys and stuff they were. Just a weird night, but that has nothing to do with prom, except for the fact that Evan saw me in my chocolate beer coma, and he's like, Jesus, what's wrong with you? Is this about last night? And I'm like, shut up. You don't know me like you think you do. Get off my back!
I get that. Like, I didn't go to prom, though. I had dropped out.
No.
And you know what? I'm really glad I didn't go. Now, at the time, if I had said that, I'd be lying. I felt left out. I just wasn't in high school when prom happened.
Yeah.
I couldn't go unless somebody invited me, and believe me, them high school girls, they didn't like me very much.
Oh, that's interesting.
I was into them older women that could buy me cigarettes.
I like to ride a bike. Pull up on a bike at prom. What up? Yeah, man. I went to prom. I went my junior year. I went with a girl that turned out and ended up becoming my girlfriend. I met her at the bowling alley.
Did you fuck her prom night?
I didn't. I know I suck, dude.
No. Good, because I saw, like, a lot of my friends just put all this, I got a nice hotel room.
That's
it's a really
my point,
nice
is I've
hotel in
never
San
been that
Francisco.
freaking guy.
And
I'm just not that guy, man.
We're all going to go to in on a limo. And I was like,
Going in on a limo, and since we don't have a lot of money and our parents only give us so much for an allowance, we're all getting the same room, and we're all gonna close our eyes and take different corners of the room with our dates.
cool. So some of y'all paid all that fucking money for the sake of ceremony to get laid. Whereas I like take a girl, hey, let's go break into the movies. Let's sneak in and then go fuck in a ditch. And you know what? That was a lot more fun.
And
It made a
romantic.
much better story. All of your prom stories are the same. Unless they're like the Indian
Actually, I've got one that's different.
Oh, good.
All right, so my senior year,
Please tell.
I was just already over the whole prom scenario. And I think my buddy was too. Like the previous year, we went with our dates, and I think he took like 2 girls, and I took the girl at the time. And I was already kind of jaded over the whole prom thing. I was like, whatever, let's do something more fun. So here's my senior year. I went to prom, but I went dressed up as a chick, and I went as my buddy's date. And during the
Hell yeah.
yeah, during the prom, like they announced everybody and their couples in, and I just showed up in regular clothes, and my buddy had like this huge pimp outfit. And we decided to go last, so by the time everyone filtered in, I'd already changed into this really short, cut-up Goodwill dress, had giant tits and a blonde wig, and I went in as his date, and I had like the most generic, stupid name. I was like Isabel Ringing. That was my name. So I went as my buddy's date, and I went as a chick. And the thing is the craziest thing is it all happened so fast. We walked in, everyone got a good laugh about it. They immediately played a slow song. So me and my buddy went into the first dance together, obviously. You know, he was trying to score, wasn't giving it up. You know me. Yeah. I'm a classy broad. But so we danced, had a great time. I'd say probably the next 30 minutes to 45 minutes of prom. I did the thing, and I was kind of over it, and I was like, well, I'm going to change into back to my regular clothes now. So I changed back into my clothes, and I was real pumped because they were going to have a prom video, like the big prom video from prom night. And whenever all this happened, the camera was like filming me and my buddy, and we said some words into the camera, and I was like really stoked about getting this video, and then it turned out none of the people ordered it, so they're like, well, fuck you guys. Nobody gets a video. Have fun with memories and trying to remember it, and best of luck to you. But I don't think that out of the entire night, I got one picture. I haven't even seen one picture from that night. I have no proof that it actually even happened. I didn't take a picture with him because we were trying to keep it concealed. We walked in, so everyone was with their dates. They didn't have their cameras out. Everyone went to the first dance.
You'll see that picture when you're at the most important job interview of your life.
Well, I mean, I've got worse pictures out there. I mean, trust me. Whenever I was coming out of college, someone's like, clean up your Facebook. I was like, screw you. I'm not cleaning up shit. And then one day I was like, oh, God, I should clean this shit up. And I got most of the stuff out of there. I mean, there's still a lot of pretty crazy stuff because college was like, woo! Things went down. A lot of pictures that at that time I was like, I don't even care. Most of it's removed, but I really wish I had that picture, man, because that was just a different twist, man. But that like just is an example of me as a person in my life. I'm just weird. I do weird things that I think are funny that people might think is, oh, you dressed up as a chick for your prom and you went as a guy's date. Did he fuck you? Fuck you. Yeah, he did. Daddy liked it. No. No, it's just, I mean.
No, did anybody ever ask you that? Because you got to get real close to their face and be like,
no.
Yeah, you down, big boy?
The thing is, everyone from my school knew who I was. They knew what kind of person I was. It wasn't a shock to them. It wasn't expected. They didn't expect it to happen. But when it happened, they're like, "That's him." Yeah. But you do that stuff this day and age. I'm 28, doing that stuff out. Now people are like, "This guy is freaking me out," which is fine because
why is that?
I don't, because people just they just don't like things they don't understand or they're just raised differently, man. They're just raised by, around a different group of sense of humor.
I am incredibly tired
Weird
of that excuse. They were raised a certain way.
Let's bring it down a notch.
No, I'm sorry. I didn't
Let's
mean to.
dissect this.
I'm so sick of it. I just became exhausted thinking about it. Oh, they were raised a different way.
I don't know, man.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm based on a different, I am admittedly, as much as I hate to admit it, like as weird as I am and all the crazy crap I've done and continue to do, it's not gonna stop. It's who I am.
Exactly.
The part of me, the videos, ladies and gentlemen, they're gonna keep coming. They're gonna get more weird. There's gonna be more cats, hobos, and naked people and penises being tucked in. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. You will like it or you will go on. You will go on and you will tell everybody how bad I suck, and you might crop a dick in my hand. You might be one of those guys, and I will happily take it, and I'll put it on my fridge, and I'll send a copy to my mom. You know what? I don't care. But that's been my own journey. As someone as weird as I am, I've always let a lot of people's opinions affect me for a lot of my life, and even here on the backstretch.
But when you can reach one of those moments,
Yeah.
when you reach one of those moments where you suddenly, and you know it's
Yeah,
only
man.
momentary, but you suddenly don't care
Well, that's
what
part of it.
anybody thinks,
Right.
and that's when you're just in your
Hey.
creative fucking dream.
Yeah. That's part of the journey, man. Everyone has their own journey. Everyone has a different journey and different aspects, and they may not even be anything close to like that, for an example, for me. But that's part of my life. You know, that's something that I go through on the back end of my 20s, and hence, you know, even the podcast. You know, there's a lot of times Evan and I will record, and we'll take a listen to it. And be like, oh shit, Evan, oh shit, what? We gotta dub it out, man. We gotta get rid of it. We gotta get rid of it. And then he's like, no, man. I'm like, yeah, no. Then I get hard. Yeah, you're right. You're gonna listen to this shit. What up? And then it's back.
yeah,
It's
and then
back.
I was having a good day, and he calls me up, panic attack. I just calm him down, and I
Yeah.
get off the phone like, I'm glad I was able to help. Oh fuck!
God,
Oh fuck! Is he right? Oh my god, he's so right. We're fucked.
At the end of the day, not trying to get too real. I mean, we're just two real people, and we're very twisted, and we're very weird. But my sense of humor is just really out there, and you know, so it says, and it's just a part of it. I mean, it can't change who we are, and we're not going to.
I realized I've become
I don't
kind of an
apologize
asshole.
for who I am.
No, fuck that.
Hell no.
I've actually the one thing I got to work on is I've become kind of an asshole when someone isn't fucking twisted.
Right.
I think they are, and I think
Oh,
they're
yeah,
being
yeah.
dishonest. You know what I mean? And I just
Come
I
on, come on.
I have to recognize that like people are.
Come on.
Some people aren't twisted.
You've
There's
never pictured
absolutely
you've
nothing
never
wrong
pictured
with
your
that.
parents naked. Come on. No, you have. Quit holding back.
I think everybody's done that. I think at one point or another, everybody.
Evan, whoa.
No, I think everybody
Evan,
imagine
stop.
their parents fucking.
Stop.
It's a horrible thought.
You stop. I can't even like listen to you right now in your skirt.
Well,
with
when
your
you
penis-
first learn how babies are made, you think of your parents fucking. Like, oh my god, they had to do that to make me. I thought that was like a bird or.
It's like a bird. Not a bird dropped me off.
Yeah,
I thought
man.
it was a bird.
Maybe they just picked me up at a convent. But see, I mean, the world is so putrid and crazy and beautiful
Thought I came
and
from a
amazing
Sam's Club.
and fucking horrifying that I just sometimes I have a lot of trouble and a big boner and a lot of trouble believing. Yeah, you did. You're bored. Is it still tucked in?
No, seriously, it's.
Mine flopped. Mine started flopping.
No.
out,
Mine
like, one
started
nut at a
coming
time.
out, and then it started going numb, and then I had to readjust. I really did. Like not even 5 minutes ago, I scoot forward and like almost like a dog scratching his butt on the carpet. I like backtracked the lick, it just resurfaced like for air, like. It came back to the top, and I was like, "You deserve this time."
Well, I mean, okay, but if you've made it this far on this strange episode, then I got something to say, man. Like,
Say it.
oh God, be yourself, no matter how fucked you are. There's no point in running from it
yourself.
because you're not gonna you're not gonna escape. You're
You
not
can't
gonna
escape
escape.
who you are.
And
All
if
you can
you're
try to do is hide it, and then you're gonna live a long, miserable life.
So miserable.
Surround yourself with people who are just like you. It's
Yeah.
okay. Surround yourself with different people too. Like I think that's important.
I've surrounded myself with really twisted people, and there's just Chase.
Yeah, I mean, seriously, like, honest to God, you can listen to the podcast and you can tell that me and Evan, like, we share a sense of humor and we share some things that are alike, but there is more about us that are different than alike. But that's what I love the most. I think it's good to like find people with you've got your similarities, but how boring is it to be surrounded by people that are, I mean, exactly like you all the time. I mean, you've got to get out there and you've got to give people chances, you know?
And they don't encourage you to do what like you feel like you should. They don't encourage you to be insane.
No.
And I don't mean that in a bad way, but if you're like, yeah, I'm gonna go make a podcast or run around in women's clothing while my fucking weird friend films it on Broadway, that's I'm gonna do that
That's good.
sometime.
I'm gonna do that.
It's
That's
like,
in the works.
I want to do that, and they're like, well, you need to worry about your career. Oh, excuse me while I
You need to
vomit up
worry
those
about the
words.
message you're sending to
The
people.
message you're sending to people, you need to worry about your career. What are you going to do for retirement? Huh? How are you going to afford dying?
I didn't know I needed to afford dying.
Dude, that's the
No.
last thing I'm thinking about. Why would I be thinking that far ahead? I could
No,
die
dude,
tomorrow.
So many people
Could
our
die
age
tomorrow.
are thinking about retirement. And it's fucking crazy. Who wants to be able to afford to sit really still in a house and feel yourself die?
Oh my god.
Fuck that.
Ooh, CWA.
Sit around and watch TV.
Crackers with
form fucking
Crackers with attitude.
son. No, yeah. I mean, nothing against that. If that's what you want, cool, man. You want a really comfortable.
It's to each their own. It really
no,
is.
and I understand the fact that you want to bust your life and waste what I would consider precious time trying to make sure you're comfortable when you can't really move around much. I'm more focused on making the most of what I got right now.
Yeah, man.
Well, everything's working except for my dick
Yeah.
sometimes. And, my
Sometimes.
mind
We
is
work on that.
fully functional only when I'm on my meds and stuff like that. But I have it all together, and, well, I don't know if together would be the word.
I say
I
your
keep
penis
going,
is tucked in. I
'cause
don't think you got it together.
I don't want to focus on the future because then I just get fucking scared. Like, oh God, I'm gonna
No.
get old one day.
Well, you need to be responsible and start thinking about that. You're going to get old, and you're going to need a bag to poop into.
You need a bag. I got Kroger bags, woman. I got Kroger bags for days.
Fucking Kroger bags. You know what, man? My dad didn't have an ounce of retirement. Yeah, he died when he was 73 of lung cancer. And some people might form their opinions knowing his life story. But the fucking man lived it up till the day he died. He didn't sit in some
Boom.
house as a good example for the last 10 years of his life. He was living, man. And I don't know if he died the happiest, but I know when he hit a certain age, he knew that, oh, I haven't done these certain things that will make me feel fulfilled. They're probably not going to get done, so I'm going to go fucking nuts at the age of 70 and
Nookin'
live it up.
foots.
And he lived a crazy life. And
Live life.
I do look like when it comes to my dad and a role model, I look at that and I get, maybe I want to live maybe not as crazy, but but I still want to have fun to the day I fucking die.
Yeah, man, that's what it's all about. And like you said, everyone's got their own journey. Everyone, has their own purpose and everything they want to work towards, and that's fine, But I definitely encourage everybody to try to be more present. Try to live in the moment, live for today. Don't think so much about, time that's not even guaranteed to you. I mean, you don't know. I mean, next week isn't guaranteed. Tonight isn't guaranteed. Tomorrow, and that's not a twisted thought. That's the truth. I mean, it's anything could happen. I mean, look around you. Look at people that have passed. Unexpectedly, people you've lost. Like, you just don't know what time you have. So you've got to take chances. You got to put yourself out there. Put yourself in awkward positions. Put yourself around people that you wouldn't necessarily see yourself hanging out with. Learn, just experience. Like, every day, gear your life towards witnessing something more beautiful than the day before. And learning something new and meeting new people. But once again, to each their own. You may already hate the podcast, and the last thing you're to me, considering is what the hell's coming out of my mouth. But I'm just saying.
And you know what?
personal thought.
We might look back at this podcast when we're 60 and go, "That
What
was
a
the
bunch of
dumbest fucking
idiots.
load of crap I've
God.
ever heard." We're living in like a box,
Oh
listening to
my
it on some
God.
fucking old, ancient,
You get
outdated
to visit
iPod
me
we stole
once a
from
month
kid.
in prison,
Yeah.
and you brought the podcast. I said sex and Twinkies, sex and Twinkies, and you brought the podcast. Just go. I'm gonna go back and jerk off in my cell with Charles. Just go. I'm not even worried about this.
I will tell you, when I look back at some of the so-called bad decisions I've made, I don't regret any of them. They were all
No
fantastic.
regrets.
Well, maybe if it had turned out different, you would regret it.
Maybe if you'd go fuck yourself, you would go fuck yourself. Fuck yourself.
Oh man, that should be on a Hallmark card. I want to send that out. Everyone, you're getting those for Christmas. It's gonna end with Merry Christmas and like a smile emoji, just so you know I care. Everybody's getting it for Christmas. It's like an Oprah. You're getting one, and you're getting one, and you're getting one. Woo! You know what? I think that about wraps it up, ladies and gentlemen. Good way to end it. Definitely strange day, strange podcast, but
Weird podcast.
it's gonna be weird sometimes. Always a good time. Once again, guys, please, if you enjoy us and you enjoy listening to us, we ask you give us your full support. Share the podcast with your friends. If we post any crazy videos or statuses or anything like that, it's going to happen. Share that stuff too. Go check out our webpage, like our Facebook page, and leave us these comments. Like, I want to see what crazy crap you can come up with for us to talk about. If you don't feel comfortable posting it on the page, send a freaking message. Who cares? Drop it on us. We're going to be writing this stuff down. It's going to go in the mustache jar. And maybe one day we won't have to reach out and annoy the shit out of our friends. And
if it's like a serious topic that maybe more along the lines of a personal topic, if you want to know our serious opinions on politics, we'll talk about it. I don't know if we're going to be that serious about it. We might.
I don't know.
Yeah, we might, but I don't really just care about that. But if it's some fucking thing that you want to remain anonymous about, and you want us to actually perhaps discuss seriously, because for some weird reason you got drunk one night, woke up and respected our opinions.
You woke up in a skirt and a wig and had your penis tucked in.
Just let us know.
You woke up in the woods with a guy in a tarp jerking off in his tent. Yeah. You know what?
Just let us know it's a serious issue, and we'll treat it seriously.
Yeah, absolutely, guys. Once again, thanks for tuning in. HB and the Big Buckethead coming at you. Appreciate the love and support. And stay tuned till next week. And be dropping a podcast every Wednesday. Yeah. Every Wednesday. Get ready for it. It's coming at you. Thanks for tuning in, guys. See you next time. Peace out, Girl Scouts.
Bye.
Hello.
Huh?
Hello.
Shabbat.
Shabbat.
Fuck yourself.
Wow.
It's the Hallmark card, dude.
They're not going to appreciate that one.
It's the Hallmark card.
Dude, take off that skirt. Just playing. Keep it on and get on the bed.
Okay, Houston, we've had a problem here. This is Houston. Say again, please.